Welcome back to Fiction First. Today, we delve into Lucy Foley's latest mystery thriller, The Midnight Feast. A master of twist-filled, atmospheric mysteries, Foley has previously captivated readers with The Guest List and The Paris Apartment. The Guest List was even recognized as one of the New York Times best thrillers of 2020. Now, The Midnight Feast promises another gripping tale, one brimming with buried secrets, class tensions, and a haunting past. About the author. Lucy Foley has built a formidable reputation in the literary world with her intricately woven mystery novels, each marked by eerie settings, shifting timelines, and multifaceted characters. A #1 New York Times and Sunday Times best-selling author, her books have been translated into over 40 languages and are in the process of being adapted for television and film. The Midnight Feast unfolds in a luxurious countryside resort built upon old secrets. Set against a heatwave and a midsummer solstice celebration, the novel unravels a suspenseful tale of a community in turmoil, unexpected guests, and a shocking murder. Plot summary. 15 years ago. In 2010, Bella, a young working-class girl, spends the summer in the small coastal town of Tome, Dorset. She is drawn into the opulent world of Francesca Meadows and her twin brothers, Hugo and Oscar, the wealthy heirs of the stately manor. The dynamics are intoxicating yet toxic, with class divisions simmering beneath the surface. One night, Bella follows them into the woods, where she overhears Hugo and Oscar assaulting a local girl, Michelle. Soon after, another girl, Cora, becomes involved with the wealthy siblings. One fateful night, after Bella warns Francesca that the mushrooms they picked are poisonous, Cora eats a brownie laced with the deadly fungi, given to her by Francesca. She dies, and Francesca's grandfather helps cover up the crime. Following the tragedy, Bella and local boy Jake Walker part ways, and Jake spirals into addiction, leaving Tome behind. Present day, 15 years later, Francesca has inherited the manor, transforming it into an elite boutique hotel. Her husband, renowned architect Owen Dacre, oversees its renovation, concealing his working-class origins. The grand opening coincides with the summer solstice, attracting wealthy guests but also stirring local resentment due to the destruction of the town's ancient forest. Bella checks into the hotel under an alias, determined to force Francesca to confess. Meanwhile, Jake's younger brother, Eddie, works as a dishwasher at the hotel. The night of the opening, protests erupt, led by Eddie's ex-girlfriend, Delilah, and her new partner, Nathan Tate. Bella leaves a cryptic message for Francesca to meet in the woods, but Francesca instead sneaks into Bella's room and leaves a threatening note. Meanwhile, Bella and Eddie stumble upon the secretive group known as the Birds performing an eerie animal sacrifice ritual in the forest. The Solstice Revelations. On the morning of the solstice, Bella directs construction workers to a map from her old journal, marking the site where Cora's body is buried. When they unearth the skeleton, Owen realizes it is his mother, Cora. Shocked and enraged, he confronts Francesca, finally piecing together her role in the murder. That evening, as the hotel guests indulge in a celebration, locals spike the drinks with hallucinogenic mushrooms. Francesca, under the influence, panics and sets the manor on fire. She flees in her car, chased by Eddie, who dons a crow costume, mimicking the bird's attire, to terrify her. She loses control, crashing off a cliff to her death. In the aftermath, Detective Jake Walker arrives to investigate. The bodies of Francesca, Hugo, and Oscar are discovered. Eddie, now haunted by guilt, reunites with his estranged brother. Meanwhile, Owen, devastated yet determined, vows to rebuild the manor as a community center, finally offering the town of Tome a chance at healing. Themes and symbols. Class tensions in a small town. Set in the fictional town of Tome, Dorset, The Midnight Feast highlights the ever-present divide between the aristocratic Meadows family and the working-class locals. Bella's youthful yearning to fit in with Francesca's glamorous world contrasts with her growing awareness of the exploitation and power imbalances embedded in their friendship. This theme bridges the past and present, with the town's vocal protests against the gentrification of their land further exacerbating the conflict. The weight of the past. The novel explores the idea that unresolved traumas shape the present. Guilt, grief, and secrecy define many of the characters, leading to destructive behaviors and an inability to move forward. The past quite literally resurfaces when Cora's remains are unearthed, forcing long-buried truths into the light. The fragility of friendship. The friendships in The Midnight Feast are fraught with manipulation, betrayal, and shifting allegiances. What once seemed like youthful camaraderie among Bella, Francesca, and the others turns out to be an intricate game of power, privilege, and coercion. Foley masterfully examines how seemingly strong bonds can break under the weight of deception and ambition. The allure of secrets and deception. Secrets drive the novel's tension, with characters engaging in deception to protect themselves or control others. Foley expertly weaves a web of hidden truths, demonstrating how the compulsion to conceal the past can spiral into violence and destruction. The illusion of control. Many characters in The Midnight Feast believe they are in control of their fate, but as the novel unfolds, it becomes clear that forces beyond their grasp, whether past mistakes, fate, or supernatural elements, determine the outcome. Francesca's desperate attempts to maintain her empire and erase her past only lead to her downfall, underscoring the novel's message about the futility of trying to manipulate fate. Symbolism. The Teddy Bear's Picnic Song. This eerie children's song is a recurring motif in the novel, adding a sinister undertone. In The Midnight Feast, Francesca uses the song to scare Bella as a child, foreshadowing the dark forces lurking beneath the surface of the story. It mirrors the unsettling presence of the birds, who wear crow costumes and enact their own brand of twisted justice. Character analysis. Francesca Meadows. A complex antagonist, Francesca is both captivating and monstrous. She hides behind wealth and charm, but beneath her polished exterior lies a ruthless manipulator, willing to do anything to maintain control. Bella. A compelling protagonist, Bella is driven by the need for justice and closure. She embodies the moral struggle between the temptation of wealth and the call of conscience. Owen Dacre. Francesca's husband, Owen, initially seems like a detached architect, but his discovery of his mother's murder reveals his emotional depth and moral reckoning. Eddie Walker. Jake's younger brother, Eddie represents the cycle of trauma and vengeance. His actions in the climax show how deeply the past influences the present. Detective Jake Walker. A detective returning to his hometown, Jake's presence in the novel adds a layer of investigative tension. His fractured relationship with Eddie underscores themes of reconciliation and redemption. Why you should read The Midnight Feast. Lucy Foley masterfully crafts an intoxicating blend of suspense, psychological depth, and eerie atmosphere. The novel's rich character development and layered storytelling ensure a gripping reading experience. Whether you're drawn to tales of long-hidden secrets, class struggles, or twisted revenge, The Midnight Feast delivers on every front. The novel boasts an impressive 4.0 star rating on Amazon, a 3.6 on Goodreads, and a 4.0 on Barnes & Noble, reflecting its widespread appeal among mystery lovers. But here's the real question: what would you do if the secrets of your past came back to haunt you? Can justice ever be served when the truth is buried for so long? Find out by grabbing a copy, link in the description. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fiction First for more in-depth book analyses. Until next time, happy reading!